It's been a crazy week, and I am tired. I'm like delusionally tired, but I had to come on here. I had to. I happened to get back home early from Miami, and I figured I should just go ahead and talk about this stuff while it's still fresh in my mind. Now, as people are coming in, first and foremost, I just want to make it clear I enjoyed my cruises. All right, I'll put it that way. But this particular cruise line, I'm going to talk about both the cruises I just got back from, which was Bahamas Paradise, the Grand Classica, and of course the MSC Meraviglia. So just stick around. And of course, I only say it once, guys. Hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it as you come in. But yeah, no, we're going to talk about a couple things. Now, I will be doing full out videos on everything that I experienced because some of the stuff I know a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions on, which I have no problem answering. But I got all the receipts. I got all the pictures and details of the stuff that I loved, the stuff I hated, and I'm going to be making full videos after I get everything established with after I get over, get over to Europe and whatnot. But I got a ton of videos. I got days and days and days of footage that I got to put out there. So yeah, but we'll talk about all the craziness that's gone down over the past week or so. Let me put this down a little bit so you guys can get a little better. Hopefully that works. What's poppin'? Hey, how's it going? Justin, you must have been bored on the Bahamas Paradise cruise. Hope it was better than the second one. Oh, better on the second one. Well, I actually enjoyed Bahamas Paradise more than I enjoyed MSC. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, like I said, guys, just give me like a couple minutes. Hit that like button as you come in. I'm only gonna say it this one time. But man, I got a lot to talk about. Yeah, so I mean, and of course, we all know with Bahamas Paradise, if you guys haven't heard already, I just happened to sail on the last cruise that ship will be sailing with paying passengers at least for the foreseeable future for the next coming months because they're going to go help out everything that's going on over in Louisiana, which is great. I applaud Bahamas Paradise. They're doing their thing. So yeah, guys, give me like one more minute, and then we'll go ahead and get started. But I hope everybody's doing all right. Question: Would you go on back? Would you go back on Bahamas Paradise? Yes, I actually am. I don't know the set date because of everything that's going on with them now. They'll be gone for like 3 months, but I will definitely be going back on Bahamas Paradise for sure. And I'll give my reasonings as to why. Bahamas Paradise wasn't that bad. Yeah, the lack of people, but I wouldn't put that on Bahamas Paradise. There were a couple reasons why things were the way they were for that particular cruise. So yeah, I got to talk about all of it. We're gonna just open the can of worms because I'm gonna talk about it in this video, but I will be making actual videos on both Bahamas Paradise, like review videos, and then I will also be talking about my MSC. But I also just have a ton of vlogs that I got to put out over the coming days, even though they're not doing too hot, but it's okay. I got days and days of footage, so I'll be uploading and just kind of dumping videos out every day until those get done. And then once those videos are over, I'm going to make a full review of both Bahamas Paradise, the Grand Classica, and I'll be doing a very interesting review on MSC. So yeah, I'm here for the experience. I lived here for 3 years and wondered about this one. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to talk about Bahamas Paradise first. So Bahamas Paradise, as you guys know, I mean, I would definitely still put it in the budget category of cruising. But overall, I do think it's not a bad cruise line. However, I will say that just based off my experience being on board that ship, it's hard to give a full review on the ship itself simply for the fact that there was nobody on board. So it's like the actual experience wasn't really there, if that makes sense. When I got on board, there was 99 people on board that ship, okay? And this was due to a couple reasons. Yes, it is a budget cruise line, right? But at the same time, I also sailed on a Tuesday, and then there was also big news going around the Caribbean, specifically Bahamas, and that's the only place they sail over to. So they had a lot of cancellations over in that area for that cruise. So, but overall, when I got there, I mean, the crew were amazing, and it's like we all saw each other on the regular. So it's like we all recognized each other. We got very well acquainted, and honestly, it was kind of hard seeing an empty ship like that. It was good for, let's say, a filming perspective for me, but just being there and seeing, I'm like, man, how are they doing it? How is this cruise line staying afloat right now? Because it was just a ghost ship, so to speak. Give me a second. Rodderfield. Andrew Waterfield, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sorry guys, I can't let the super chat skip by. I think I missed one too. Hope you have a great day. It's my birthday. I love your streams. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday. Let me see if I can scroll back, see if I get another one. And then I'll get back to Bahamas Paradise, guys. And then we'll talk about MSC because that right there is that's the one I have a quarrel with. But yeah, so I got on board, and I said in one of my videos, if you guys haven't seen it yet, because I think I've only uploaded, well, technically, what, two Bahamas Paradise videos, and I got on board, and they did offer me an concierge package for free. Now, yeah, me being a YouTuber and having the channel that I did probably helped, but I did make a video prior to MSC, prior to the Bahamas Paradise cruise, talking about how I had a little problem getting in touch with people and I hadn't received confirmation of my cruise. And that's when they reached out to me. And I guess as an apology, they gave me the package. But no, honestly, Bahamas Paradise is not a bad cruise line. I would say if you're looking for all like the bells and whistles and a bunch of gadgets and whatnot on board the ship, then it probably wouldn't be bad. As far as the food, Bahamas Paradise, they can hang for sure. They can definitely hang. And by the way, guys, just stick around because my vlogs haven't been doing well for some reason. I mean, I got to the bridge and nobody really liked that video. I don't know, it's weird. But I was able to go back to the kitchen as well. They broke down everything for me, how they get everything done over there. I have that coming out tomorrow. But no, the food was good. I would put the food for Bahamas Paradise at least on par with Carnival. NCL probably not so much, but they did a pretty good job. Like, because they don't have a variety. So it's not like the Mardi Gras where they got like 15 different restaurants, okay? But the food was good for Bahamas Paradise. Honestly, it was better than MSC. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But on Bahamas Paradise, on board, it was hard, and like I said, I can't really make a definitive like judgment on how it was, simply for the fact that on board I was one of 99 passengers, and to see all the shows, on board they have activities and they have a bunch of crazy stuff going on. They were trying to get that done with 100 people on board. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know Para DJ did it, but they were trying to get all that done with 100 people on board. So imagine they're having karaoke, which I saw it. I recorded it too, but just imagine them trying to do karaoke and nobody shows up because there's 99 people on board. So I don't think I got the full experience simply for the fact that I sailed on a Tuesday and then all the news going on with the Bahamas and the restrictions and of course us being in the middle of a pandemic. AJ watched me follow all the way from South Africa. Oh, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. So like I have a bunch of videos that like I said, that I still have to put out for Bahamas Paradise, but overall, I can't say too much simply for the fact that I personally didn't feel that I got a full experience on board the ship. So I will definitely be going back. I was planning on going back within the coming months, but now they're over in Louisiana for I think at least 3 months. They got it guaranteed for 2 months. So whenever they come back, I'm gonna get back on board that ship. Now the cool thing about Bahamas Paradise, they do have what's called a sail and stay option, which I don't think any other cruise line's doing that. So you can board Bahamas Paradise, like for your booking, you can board Bahamas Paradise. You can go into the port in Grand Bahama, and you can stay over there. And I'm not sure if there's a definitive date. I think you can stay over there for as long as you want. It's like buying a two-way ferry ticket, and pretty much it's like a glorified ferry. So you can go over there with Bahamas Paradise, stay over in Bahamas, even if you want to go to Nassau. Now they have two recommended. Hotels that you stay in. I think there's like a standard one that I heard wasn't good at all, and then I heard they have like an upgraded one which is decent. But you can just go over there and you can stay wherever you want as well. So I heard that option is not bad. I might have to look into that for next time when I go over there because I would like to just maybe get off the ship, stay in maybe Nassau for a little while, and that'd be it. But yeah, like I said, there's not much I can say about Bahamas Paradise. I think they were very accommodating. They were very nice to everyone on board. But it sounds like you were bored. I mean, if you guys know me, I'm a people person. So it's like it was hard trying to interact with everybody, trying to get footage, and I'm a social person, so it was different for me for sure. If somebody wants like let's say all inclusive or just kind of like an intimate experience, you want your own ship, then that's definitely the way to go. Did Travel Spree like MSC? Yeah, they did. I think we had the same conclusions when it come, and I'll talk about this in a minute because I'm gonna get right into MSC in a second. Travel Spree and we had a lot of the same conclusions when it came to MSC. But as far as Bahamas Paradise, guys, I do have a ton of footage coming out. Like tomorrow, which you guys should watch, I am going to be showing you the culinary side of things because I got a lot of backstage, behind the scenes footage, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I hope you do because, like I said, my vlogs haven't been doing well. I don't know what it is. If you guys don't like it, just let me know. But I'm probably just going to be dumping all that out within the coming days. But yeah, if you guys have questions about Bahamas Paradise, let me know. But I do want to get over into MSC because oh man, I started out on a bad foot with MSC. I was already just kind of heated before I even got there. Nobody cares about Bahamas Paradise, no disrespect. I mean, some people do. Some people are curious about it. But yeah, it wasn't bad. But we all know it's like the budget line. But they did a pretty good job as far as what they were doing. If you guys want like a no frills, no detail kind of cruise, you just want to go on like it gives you like a real old school feel. So I mean, if you want to go on that kind of cruise, it's like a traditional cruise. You should definitely go. Swimming with the pigs was cool. Like I said, my issue was because I asked a couple questions. And they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do swim with the pigs. We're gonna go to this beautiful island or a beautiful beach and whatnot." But the beach had nothing when I got there, and I was stuck there for like 4 hours after the pig swim because that was like literally maybe I don't know 30 minutes out of the whole experience of the whole excursion. After that, we were just stuck there. So yeah, and I was trying to get back. There's no taxis around, no Uber, obviously, and the bus only comes at 3:30. So that I didn't like it. I didn't, not at all. But I wouldn't put that on Bahamas Paradise. Now, given they probably did something to partner up with them, obviously, because cruise lines they need their commission. But yeah, that the excursion overall, the pig swim was great, but the after effect after the actual excursion, it was horrible. I had a horrible time. See, 150 people just isn't enough to get a fun vacation vibe. Yeah, I'm like guys, I'm somebody that likes to party. I really do. So not like party go crazy, but I like to be around people. No bar or restaurant. Yeah, I got footage. I did a review of both the restaurants on board Bahamas Paradise, so I'll be talking about that. We had what is it, the Elder? It's called something Elder something, and then there was the Admiral. So I went to both of those as well. The seafood and steak restaurant on board too. So yeah, but I will be going back there. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all I gotta say on Bahamas Paradise. Just understand, I got a ton. I'm talking about I got days and days and days of footage of Bahamas Paradise that I'll be releasing. Then I'll kind of mix around with the MSC footage as well. I bet it would have been better if Warren was with you. Yeah, I realized that cruising alone now was. I miss my girlfriend. I miss being on with people, you know, because MSC wasn't much better. That's it. I know I keep egging it on, guys. I'm bringing it up in a second. I was gonna get through some of these comments, and then we'll talk about MSC because this is the main thing. I didn't like my cruise with MSC. I'll tell you that right now. I didn't. It started out on a bad foot to begin with, so maybe that kind of just put me in a bad spot and just turned me off immediately. But hold on, guys. Bahamas Paradise is going to New Orleans. They won the bid. All about the bottom line. Yeah, you're right. I mean, whatever. They got to make their money. Their business. They're doing something nice, but I mean, I'm not gonna knock them for them. I don't blame them. I really don't. I'm not gonna blame them. I'm antisocial, so a ship with nobody around would be fun. Nice. Jay, let me ask you something off topic. Can you make a video sharing the details on your death threat while working with the Globetrotters? Can you share any details? Yeah, I don't want to get into that right now. But yeah, I definitely don't want to get into that right now because I mean, I want to talk about what's going on with MSC. So turn that footage into a documentary. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You need to cruise with other creators. Well, I was with Travel Spree. And I was with a couple other creators on board MSC. They made it fun. If the ship has balcony rooms and a casino, then I'm good. Yeah, the casino was bigger than I thought it was going to be. You guys saw my video on it. I showed the casino. It wasn't bad. But anyway, guys, so let's talk about MSC. Of course, while you guys are hitting that like button, we got 317 people in here, 150 likes. Guys, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It just lets YouTube know that people are actually watching the channel and engaging with it. Now, the thing with MSC, I just think they need a lot of work. I don't know, maybe it's just because they're still trying to tap into the US market. But the first thing that happened to me, and I thought it was just an isolated incident, but I found out there were more people even on board that had problems with MSC. So here's the thing. When I booked my cruise, which by the way, I booked with my travel partner, Kimberly. She has a travel agency, Kimberly Sunset by the Seas. Now, this was a couple weeks prior to my cruise. My cruise initially, when it came out with the Wi-Fi and taxes and port fees, it came out to, I believe it was $582 for a 3-day sailing. Not bad, right? For a balcony cabin, which you guys saw. But when she did the booking, we were talking on the phone as she did the booking. I was charged $582.17. And immediately after that, I was charged again $682.17. Okay, so I got double charged with an extra $100. So Kimberly, she did a really professional job. My hat's off to her, by the way. Hats off, Kim. But look, so I was immediately charged for basically another cruise, and this is a typo on MSC's end. So that got taken out of my account. It was just pending at the time. She immediately gets off the phone and calls MSC and lets them know. And from my understanding, Kimberly was told that it would be taken care of. So I'm thinking it's an account. It'll probably just that initial one would get canceled and everything will be taken care of. It'll be all good. But no, a couple days later, I got charged for 2 rooms with MSC, except the other room was an extra $100. Okay, so Kimberly calls my travel agent. She calls and she calls whoever she needs to call. I believe she ended up talking to eventually somebody that was kind of the head of transactions or something like that. And they were told that they would expedite the process to get me my money back. Never got it. So I got fed up, and it wasn't just with her. I was just fed up with the situation. I call MSC myself, and I asked immediately to speak to a manager. I talked to them, and they see the money. I said, "Look, I got charged an additional for a double booking. Can we do something about that?" Right? And they said, "Oh, well, we'll see what we can do," is what she told me. Oh, she said she'll see what she can do about my refund. In my mind, I'm like, okay, it's not a refund. It's not like I booked the cruise and canceled, right? But the thing that really got me irritated, I was like, can you explain to me how this happened? She said that she doesn't know. When I was talking to the manager that was, I guess, in charge of the bookings, she said she doesn't know how I got double charged for my booking and why an additional $682 out of my account is gone, basically $700. And she was like, well, we'll have to look into it. I said, okay. I said, well, but when can I expect my money back? Because I have a cruise. I have to go to Europe. I'm cruising. This is I called twice, a couple days prior and then the day prior to the cruise. And she said, well, we can get you your refund back within 2 to at the most 3 months. So basically, they're telling me that the money that they accidentally charged me for, which is I'm gonna call it $700, $682, right? The money that they charged me for, they're telling me that I can't get my own money back that I didn't purchase another booking for. I can't get back for another 2 to 3 months. Now, given I don't know how you guys see $700, but to me that's something to at least raise some sand about. I don't care how much money somebody's making; it's the principle of the situation, and I'm being told that I can't have that money back for another 6 to 7 months. And I told them, I said, how can I get on this cruise and expect to give them my card to put it on file for all of my incidentals, the drinks, everything, knowing that you guys owe me this money? And she said, I'm sorry. Maybe after your cruise, or maybe I told them, I said, can I talk to somebody on the cruise? They said, yeah, go talk to somebody. I get on my cruise with MSC, which, by the way, the embarkation process was not bad. It was smooth with MSC. I'll give them that. Very, very smooth process getting on board. But I immediately go and talk to guest services, and they told me that they can't do anything because everything they do only pertains to, the Meraviglia. Okay. And I was like, okay, I didn't raise any sand with them, right? I wasn't going to be a Karen or a Kevin or whatever you guys think of it. They said I have to talk to Shoreside. So I let that go. But of course, I had to put my card on file, right? And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable doing it. But if I want to get a drink, if I want to do an excursion, if I want to do anything while I'm on board, I got to put the card on file. So I did it. And yeah, you're right. It is a lot for a mistake. But I found out later, which I'll get to later, there were other people that went through the same situation that I did. So as far as I'm concerned, and this may be pushing it a little bit, but I even told the operator, I said, as far as I'm concerned, my money has been stolen because I have not seen a confirmation of when I'm getting my money back. And I definitely don't have another room. And oh yeah, here's what happened too, by the way, too. And I don't mean to go on a little bit of a rant. I'm just trying to give you guys the details before we get into the other stuff with MSC that I didn't like. When Kimberly, my travel agent, called them about the initial issue, they told them that they told her rather that they would just put it onto a cruise credit. And I told Kim straight up, I said, I don't want that. I don't want $700 worth of cruise credit for a 3-day cruise. I'm not going to spend that. But I was worried and paranoid my whole cruise. I'm like, oh, if they do that, I don't want that money. I want my cash back that shouldn't have been taken out to begin with because it's not a refund. Like I said, I don't consider it a refund because it's not like I booked the cruise and then decided to cancel. So, you know what I mean? Like their customer service was not good. I don't know how you guys see that. I know some people are going to see it as nitpicky and it's not a big deal. But to me, I'm like, that's $700 and I got a trip to Europe in 3 days, 2 days. I want my money back. I don't want to be in Europe trying to call. Well, this is what I had to do. When it came to that, guys, I had to call my bank, and I don't want to do that. I had to call and do file a dispute. So I filed the dispute. I just got that. I just got with that bank. I just opened a business account with that bank, and the last thing I want on my record is me with a bunch of calls filing disputes for transactions. Because what if something happens down the road where thousands of dollars are taken out? I'm going to be the boy that cried wolf because every time I turn around, I'm filing a dispute with my bank. I don't want that reputation. I'm sure you guys understand that. So it was an irritating situation. So my bank told me that it will be back in my account. They'll give me a provisional credit within the coming days. So it'll be sometime this week. But I'm just irritated because I said, why did it have to go to that point? I don't like that. But anyway, that was that. I'll count all of that as kind of nitpicky. All right. But the thing is, when I got on the ship, one thing I didn't like is how they conducted themselves with the Wi-Fi. And so the thing about MSC, so you guys know that when you know, like let's say with Carnival or any cruise line, let's say you buy the Wi-Fi package and you buy one device. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I've been on now a couple of different cruise lines, right, as a passenger. Typically, if you buy one device, you could still switch the device whenever you want, right? I only bought one because I use my phone for everything. And if I upload a video, the only time I use my laptop and I need the Wi-Fi is to put the extra little pieces of the puzzle to put the video together, as far as like ad breaks, and it takes 5 minutes. So I didn't see a point in buying two devices for the Wi-Fi. But the thing is, if whenever you buy a Wi-Fi package on board MSC, once the sailing has started, you can't buy any more of the Wi-Fi, right? Which is stupid to me. I asked them if I could pay for more, but I'll get to why this happened. I did a video and I was trying to upload it, and this is why it took me a couple days to upload a video to begin with. And the thing is, if you buy a Wi-Fi package, the minute you start using the Wi-Fi package on one device, you cannot switch it anymore to any other device, even if it's on your like if it's on your own device. So let's say if you bought one Wi-Fi package or a Wi-Fi package for one device, and you want to switch it over to your laptop for a few seconds or an hour or what have you, you cannot do that. If you want to do it, you have to go all the way downstairs to the connection center, and they would give me my money back. Yeah, just to shut me up. Yeah, but I'm not an argumentative guy. But I had to go all the way down because I needed to upload a video, right? Which made me late. I got all the way downstairs, and I had to wait in the line to talk to the, which I don't mind in the line. I had to talk to the, what was it called? The like the connection center, the Wi-Fi connection center, which was the same as the camera spot too. Who's here, Sam? Oh, what's up? And then Travel Spree's in the house too. Look, Travel Spree can attest to some of this too. And I'm not Travel Spree. I'm not trying to put you guys in there, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to make this a rant. I'm just being honest. But people share Wi-Fi codes with other people because of that. Oh, other calls that. Yeah, 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 I agree. But so the thing is, I go back down. I understand the situation, but to me, it's just kind of annoying. I had to go all the way downstairs, and then I had to talk to them, right? Because they have to go to their IT department to disconnect the Wi-Fi on the device so that you can switch to another device. And they have to do that every time you want to change the device. And then when they told me that, I said, "Can I just pay for more Wi-Fi? Can I pay for another device?" They told me no because the cruise has already started. I'm like, okay, but I just think it's weird that you can't switch a device whenever you want, as long as it's within your own personal devices. It was horrible. All right. But another thing about MSC that I didn't really understand was, I get the cruise is sailing out of Miami, and I want to make this clear, guys. I got no problem with nationalities or anything like that. I live in Florida, right? I'm a dancer. I do salsa as well. But the entire cruise, like, I like a little bit of a diversity, regardless of where the cruise is sailing out. The entire cruise was literally a giant Latin party. And I know, again, this is something that may be a little nitpicky, but I thought there were going to be a little bit more variety, especially sailing with an Italian branded cruise line. I get on board, and I'm talking about every single club, bar, everything was Latin based. And I'm like, if it was a Latin cruise and it had been said as such, I would have understood. But the entire cruise was just like a giant Latin festival, every bar, every club. So it's like, I felt personally out of place because you had a lot of people that were, kind of looking at me weird. I'm trying to get a drink and I'm trying to dance and I'm trying to just salsa. And, if you do salsa, bachata, merengue, it's a partnership dance, right? So it's like I would try to like just dance and have a good time. I was getting a lot of weird looks. And for me, I'm just like, all right, well, I kind of felt out of place over there. I really did. And it's not a race issue, guys, just so we're clear. It's just the vibe of the ship. I was just surprised. I just thought it should be advertised as such if that's going to be the issue. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna read a couple more comments real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get back to it. Because I'm telling you, there's a couple things. Now, I am gonna make a full dedicated video, and I want to make this clear as well, guys. I'm not trying to hate on MSC. I'm actually gonna go not back on the Meraviglia, because I talked to the crew. It's probably not the best ship to go on if you're a social person. But I'm probably gonna go on the seaside when it comes over. I think it's in November. I will be going back. Like, this stuff that I'm talking about, some of it is real nitpicky, but from my personal experience, I'm just being honest with you guys as far as how I felt about it. Isn't MSC a subsidiary of Carnival? No, they're their own thing. They have a freight company, like a shipping company, and then they eventually jumped into the cruise game. So yeah, but the thing is, guys, some of this stuff is real nitpicky, but it was just, I kind of started off on a bad foot with MSC, But things just kept progressing more and more that had me scratching my head. Like it's weird. It's a weird line. They got to find their groove. That's for sure. And just in my opinion, guys. Like I mean, I'm nobody, but I'm just kind of putting it out there. And see, do you don't give a rip when anybody says? Oh, I mean, I normally don't care what people says. MSC is the largest company in the ship company in the world. Yeah, they are, but they do their own thing. They're separate. They're like a family company too, I believe. Well, MSC have had bad customer service anyhow. Well, yeah, I know that now. Are you able to tether to a laptop and use the Wi-Fi on a cell phone? I don't believe so. Like I said, it'll lock you out. You can't use another device. So it's just a horrible situation. Sorry, such BS. Well, not even ever cruising. I wouldn't say, because like I said, guys, just to be clear, I'm not saying don't cruise with MSC. I'm just saying there's little things that personally I believe, especially since they're kind of, they're migrating. I mean, they've been over to the American market, but there's some stuff that they have to work on personally that I just didn't like. So, but I do want to go, yeah, they all have problems. Exactly. It was just, I got pushed off by a lot of things. But again, there was the fact that it was basically the entire theme of the ship was Latin, except if you went in like the cabin hallways, it was Italian music. It was confusing. It really was. But no, so the other thing that I didn't really like was that the scheduling of the whole ship was just kind of off. It was weird. You had things that would close in like the middle of the day, and there was no definite time as far as when things would open or close. If you go to the arcade, most of the machines were down, right? The flight simulator was down. The bowling alley was down. But there was just stuff that just wasn't operating correctly. They closed down the like the water slides, like the whole Arctic water area. That closed at like 4 p.m., which was really weird. I don't understand. And this was a sea day too. It was yesterday. They all closed like super early. Travel spree. Pools closed at 8. Yeah, like for what? That's what I'm confused about. They just it was really weird how they closed everything down. There was no definite time. Travel spree. What happened? You said something that happened at the water slide too. They just wasn't organized. Fred's Model 3N. Oh, you got a Model 3? You talking about Tesla? Lucky, if that's what you're talking about. Jay, don't waste your time with MSC. Watch Jim Zim review MSC Seaside, which was horrible. Yeah, I might have to go check it out myself either way, because I don't want to completely write MSC off. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Like the brand itself the ships are beautiful. I'll give you that, and I'm gonna enjoy a cruise regardless. But these are just like I said, some stuff I take very seriously. Some stuff is just nitpicky things. And I'm just like, why is the pool closed at 8? Why is the water area closed at 5 p.m. when we got a sea day? The shows, I get it. It's a weird time. There's budget cuts and whatever. The shows were okay. I mean, just coming from an entertainer, you could tell they were filler shows. They weren't like the main shows, except for maybe the last day was a little bit better. So, question that makes no sense. Was there a good amount of people on the cruise? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The cruise, there was I wouldn't say good, but there were over 2,000 people on board, and the ship holds 6,000 passengers, if that puts things into perspective. But it looked like a lot. It looked like a lot. Hope you told them this on your survey. I haven't taken the survey yet, but I will. All right, but also, hold on. If this would have been my first experience with MSC or cruise line, I would have been highly upset from 700 to the closing of the stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm very irritated about it, but I'm not going to let it just completely write me off from MSC. As somebody that is a travel vlogger and what I do, I'm definitely going to go back to give it a second taste, a second opinion. You know what I mean? So, stop apologizing for your opinions and insights. Well, I appreciate it's not nitpicky if it mattered to you. Yeah, but it's like to have this kind of platform, guys, I apologize in the sense that I know some people might perceive this as being negative, or I believe in honesty. I'm very honest about what I talk about because I believe honesty and transparency is always the key. And if I can let other people know what's going on, like the situation with MSC double charging people, because I wasn't the only one. When I talked to people about it on board, I talked to 3 different people that had went through the same scenario. Now, given I wasn't going around blabbing it, but it was just kind of like people that I talked to about what was going on board that they didn't like or liked or whatever. So, yeah, thank you, Tom. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Now, all right, I know everybody keeps asking about the food. I did reviews, by the way, on the MSC Meraviglia, which I will be having come out. Yes, need to have one with you. Oh, no, well, that's why I'm going to Europe. I leave to Europe on Thursday, by the way. Music. Many Americans may not recognize the difference in music. Well, I'm just saying it was a full-on Latin night every single night, except for the last night yesterday. They were playing Latin the entire night, right? Which again, just so we're clear, I do salsa. All right, I don't mind, but I like a little bit of diversity on board the ship unless it's being advertised as something different, which it wasn't. But the last night, randomly, last sea day, last day of the cruise, they decided to do 70s night, which obviously a lot of people just weren't feeling. You know, if you're gonna do a theme night, you should probably get it out of the way. Even though it's a 3-day cruise, maybe not do it on the last night when people are trying to have their last shebang. That's my personal opinion with MSC and how they conducted themselves with that. It was weird. But let's talk about the food. So you guys are gonna see, because I actually did go to a restaurant. I tried the food right then and there, and I put it on video how I felt about it. I'll be putting that out after I put out all my other videos with Bahamas Paradise. But yeah, just be prepared for that. I'm just gonna put it out right now because that video may not come out until after I get to Europe in like a week or so. But the food, I don't want to say it's like, obviously a lot of people hear a lot of bad things about MSC's food, and they say it's horrible. I don't think the food is bad per se. I think the food is bland, if that makes sense, guys. Like, I'm sorry, as somebody that you know, my parents knew how to cook. They cooked their fried chicken and collard greens, and they just knew how to cook, right? And you know, soul food and just regular food. It's like they were afraid. They were afraid to like season their food. If anybody's been on MSC, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm just like kind of weird about it. But there was no seasoning on the food. The food wasn't horrible. It just wasn't seasoned. And you know, like given the pizza. The pizza was good. I was like, I hope they at least, being an Italian company, they get the pizza and the pasta right. But that's what it was. No taste in food. Yeah, it was bland. It was bland. So I hate that others had a double charge too, but at least you weren't alone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so at least I have like kind of some backing on that one. You said you were going to Haiti. What happened? When did I say I was going to Haiti? No, I'm going to Europe. I'm going to France. My daughter called cooking white. Stop that. My daughter called my cooking white people food. That's funny. MSC just needs to reevaluate their customer experience and align better with heavy hitters in the cruise ship industry. Well, I agree. I agree. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're a bad company. I think they need to find their groove, especially moving into the US market like they are. They've been here for a while, but they're not Carnival. They're not Royal Caribbean. They're not NCL where they have multiple ships over in the area, if that makes sense. They got to find their groove. The ship alone is just kind of weird, right? It's like they're trying to be fancy, right? The ship, there's parts of the ship that just look like, it screams like first class, and then you go to other parts of the ship, it's like, we on a Carnival ship, and I'm no offense to Carnival, but I mean in the sense that like maybe it's something that's for everybody. You go from like this try too hard Italian look to it looks like a regular cruise ship. It's weird. It really is. Where there were a lot of older people on the cruise. It was a lot of like Latin families. I mean, given we're in Mexico, so Mexico, Mexico. I don't know why I thought that. We're in Miami. We're in Miami, so you'll see a lot of families, a lot of Hispanic families, a lot of Cuban families. So I understand the demographic. Looking at that, I understand why they played like pretty much Latin music the entire cruise. But I still think that there should have been a little bit more diversity on board, like at least some mainstream hip hop that everybody can kind of bob their heads to. Fancy is hard for a European budget cruise line. But if you guys have been on an MSC ship, there's some places you can go on board. Like, let's say if you go on the Meraviglia and you go to deck 6, it's there's like a little piano bar, like it's kind of like, it's like an atrium, right? And there's a piano over there, and there's just some beautiful artwork, and it was interesting. And then you go to other parts of the ship, and you're like, what is this? Somebody said multiple overcharges, delayed refunds, bad company. Yeah, I mean, they need to work on their customer service. I'll tell you that. I would like someone to explain to me why cruise lines feel like it's okay to charge for Wi-Fi. Even coffee houses have Wi-Fi. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess it's different overseas. They could be using satellite or whatnot. It might cost them, but never use your debit card for large purchases. Well, I have multiple debit cards. So it's like there's cards that I have where I put money on the event that should something go wrong or whatever. But I have like main cards that I use for certain things. I have cards that I use for other things. And then I have credit cards that I use for things. So, you know, there's a reason why they're cheap. They sound unorganized and things not well thought of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to knock on MSC. I'm just saying, especially with them moving into the market in here in the US, there's a lot of kinks that need to be worked out because some of the things are just extremely confusing. I was like, okay, what kind of cruise line is this? Are you guys like a little bit more, are you trying to be in the middle class, like between upscale and like budget, or what's happening here? So, you know, the room was nice. I had a great time there. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple more things, guys, that I'm probably going to put, like, I'm going to make a full dedicated video about this stuff. But yeah, that was the gist of it. There were a couple things that I got on board and I was just like, that doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right, you know. Yeah, thank you, Tom. Let's try to get to 350 likes. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Hit that like button. We got 461 people in here. Hit that like button if you're just joining in. If you guys have questions, now's the time. Let's talk about everything. Just don't think strictly Italian line sounds interesting. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, I mean, I know they had their ships for different purposes. I know the Meraviglia was originally like made for Europe. So, I mean, but most of these cruise ships, yeah, they kind of they have their places, but still. Any videos of Ocean K? Oh yeah, I got a lot of Ocean K. That's a cool spot, by the way. It's I wouldn't put it in the category of like Perfect Day of Coco K or Castaway K, but they're building over there for sure. Yeah, we actually me and me and Travel Spree. I don't want to say snuck into, but we snuck into the lighthouse at night. But at the same time, I wouldn't say sneaking in because there was no sign saying we couldn't go in, and there was nobody guarding it or anything like that. But I have plenty of footage from the island as well. Yeah, they stole my money. I'd be ranting. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep a cool approach. At this point, I'm getting my money back through my bank, so whatever. Any cruises while you're in Europe? I wish. I can't. Just because of how things are with the rules right now. Technically, if I find one, I will. But if I'm lucky, I have some connections. I might be going to the shipyard. What is it, Saint Nazaire over in France? I think they got Wonder of the Seas over there. Don't quote me on that. I can't promise it, but hopefully, if things work out, the connection that I have over there, they're saying that they could potentially get me over in the shipyard over there. Do any cruise lines offer promotions for first-time cruisers on that line, similar to how you get promotions being a return customer with the same line? I don't think so. They should have that. They should. Let's see. Somebody asked about the island. They built that island from nothing. Yeah, I know. I think it's cool. The island's not bad. But yeah, it needs some work for sure. But it's not a bad island. Would I say like it competes with the other ones? Probably not. You like the private island? It was okay. I mean, there wasn't a ton of stuff to do there, but I mean, it depends on what you like. They got jet skiing over there. They had snorkeling on, like they would take you out on the boat and stuff, and I heard it was really nice. They take you over by like stingrays and stuff. So they had like your stereotypical excursions, nothing like crazy out of the way. So MSC stands for Mediterranean Shipping Company. Was the food on the island good? It was MSC food. Kimberly, got to run. Here's the contact info you talk about for the group cruise. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you can put that in there, Kim, I'd really appreciate it. MSC has matching status. Yes, they do. If you guys have a loyalty program with another cruise line, they will match you. Out of all the islands you've been to, which one is your favorite? I like NCL's island, to be honest. I forgot the name of it. It's crazy because I went there all the time. NCL's island was cool. It's just it created more of a vibe. Like they had all the stuff you would like, but yeah, the MSC Island, you can tell it's just kind of a work in progress. If you go over there, you can see the construction being done. And I think it's going to be beautiful once it's like completed. So, who's that? Anthony Williams. Oh, it's you. I didn't recognize you without the Quagmire shirt. Sorry to hear about your lousy MSC experience. Yeah, I had to take it off. I got over here. I've been exhausted, guys. There's so much I got to do within the coming days. Stirrup K. Thank you. Yeah, great Stirrup K. It's crazy how like I just back in my mind like I didn't remember it, but I went there a million times. Have you been to Coco Cay? I have not been. I've been on royal ships because I had friends that were on there while the ship was on embarkation day, or we were like neighboring next to each other in a port of call. I haven't sailed with Royal Caribbean. I've been on board the ships because I had friends on board whenever we were in port of call together. I like that Royal Caribbean the best, but I want to try Princess. Yeah, me too. Me too. But yeah, guys, if you have questions, yeah, just ask away because yeah, I'm an open book. I am gonna do like dedicated videos that won't be live streams on this stuff because I want to show you guys all the pictures and the videos, and I got a ton of them. But yeah, just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. What do you think of Princess Line? I haven't sailed with Princess. So I'm excited to. I know I heard it's I know it's the most technologically advanced cruise line out there. Well, they're newer ships. I want to check it out. I'm going on the NCL Joy in November. Have you had good experience with NCL? It depends on what you like. NCL's food isn't bad. I'll tell you that. Their ships are typically quieter. They're not Carnival. I'll tell you that. So it just depends on what you want. Question: if I were to start a cruise line, would you book the first on the first? Yeah, on the first ship. Yeah, just give me a shout. Yeah, I would book. I mean, I hope you. Maybe I could be like one of your influencers on board. That'd be cool. By that I mean like a free cruise. I'm just kidding. I don't really go for those. I would never reach out to somebody for those. Am I going on the first cruise in 2 weeks? Should I get? Oh, going on my first cruise in 2 weeks. Should I get Wi-Fi? Yeah, it depends on what you want. If you're just getting like a legitimate getaway from work or something, no, and just take everything off and just disappear from the world. You know what I mean? Like, but if you got some stuff you want to do and you want to upload pictures and whatnot immediately, yeah, get the Wi-Fi package. It's not that expensive. What about Virgin Voyages? Yeah, oh yeah, I gotta tell you guys about that. So my next cruise, I will. So I was going to be in France and Europe for a little while longer, but I found out like 2 weeks ago. I don't know why I didn't keep up with it, but Virgin Voyages will be doing its first sailing out of Miami on October 6th. I will be on that ship. So my next cruise will be Virgin Voyages on the 6th, and then after that, I will be on the first cruise ship, Royal Caribbean Serenade of the Seas, out of Tampa. That'll be the first cruise ship to leave out of Tampa, so I'll be on board that ship as well. That's the plan. So yeah, it's crazy though too, right? That will be Royal Caribbean. That will be my fifth cruise and the fifth cruise line that I've sailed on. How crazy is that? 5 cruises with 5 different cruise lines. I'm excited. How do you feel about Virgin only having one pool? I mean, I'm not a big pool guy. I think they should have rethought that. I don't know who looked at the design. Whoever designed the ship, and everybody looked at that and gave it the okay. That's a little weird to me. Like, how does it make it? You know what I mean? Like, how does it make it to the final point of production and not one person reached out and said, we should maybe fix that pool? Like, think about that. How does that happen? Especially for a cruise line that's supposed to be designed for like younger people. Like, don't you think they want to go to the pool? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I would assume that if their target audience is supposed to be a younger crowd, don't you think people want to be, in bikinis and whatnot running around the pool? Or maybe they want such a little amount of room in the pool, everybody can be out showing their bodies, the beach bodies. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's their thinking. How was swimming with the pigs? It was interesting. It was cool. I liked swimming with the pigs. That was fun. But after that, it was horrible. Stuck on a freaking horrible beach with nothing. Like, the food was trash on the beach. There was one little shack where you can get food, and we were stuck there for hours. It was horrible. Just found you today and already love your content. Have you done Disneyline yet? No. First of all, I appreciate you. I hope you subscribe. Please do, with the notification bell on. I would help. It would help a lot. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's the plan. I don't know if I'll do it yet, but I'm about to just go in until I get there. But what was that? I just lost my train of thought. No, I have not sailed with Disney yet. No, I don't want to do it alone. Well, maybe if I get my girlfriend or somebody, or maybe if things calm down a little bit, I'll take my son, and then we'll kind of go from there. But no, I have not sailed. I've heard good things, but I've also heard that a lot of people get caught up in the magic of Disney, and it's not exactly worth the price that they're asking for the cruise. The Virgin Pool is small in the deep part, but it's bigger with the 2 feet. Yeah, I know, but it's basically just a lounge. That's what I'm saying. I just think they should have given more of an option. I love Carnival. The vibe is a 10. I agree. So far, Carnival is. I like the people there. They're amazing. It's good. If Bahamas Paradise buys Celestial Edge, isn't it Celestial Edge, Celestial E, Celestial Edge, I think, or Celestial, whatever. Do you think that they could use it to use the experience or Romantica? That's a good question. Maybe. I mean, the more ships they acquire, the bigger they'll get. I would like to see them hit the big leagues. I do think with the product that they have, they could be something great, to be honest. Now, it could be like the cruise line that's still kind of budget with the old school ships for a real authentic cruise experience without all the craziness, like the cruise ship that isn't like a hybrid theme park. And I know some people appreciate that. I would really appreciate it if people will stop saying experience. Why? I mean, experience is the correct term to call it. But I get it. Some people have their words where they just don't like. Disney is overpriced. The food is standard. They get by with expensive decor. Yeah. And the magic of Disney, because it's nostalgia for everybody. That's exactly what it is. Nostalgia. Like the nostalgic techniques are too good. We get caught up with them every day. Like, not even just even outside of cruising. These companies are good about it. And let's see, how soon do you get your results for the COVID test? Well, so I'm going to get it. I leave on the 9th for Europe, so I'm getting my COVID test, the PCR test, done on the 8th. But no, or you asking before the cruise? Because all I needed, since I'm vaccinated, all I needed was the antigen test that I got done over. I got both my antigen tests for the Bahamas Paradise cruise and for the MSC cruise. I got both of them done by Bahamas Paradise. Have you seen Ben and David's video about the MSC Virtuoso's food? They blasted it. Apparently, it was really bad. Yeah, the food is bland. It's not that the food is bad. The food is plain Jane. It's horrible in the sense that it doesn't have taste. And you would think, again, a cruise line like you would think that they would be good. You would think the food would be like flavored to perfection. And then even to make it worse, when it came to the food, they don't even have salt and pepper on the table. Like, how you not, you don't have any self-awareness as a company to know that your food's so bland? You should at least have the basics of condiments there. You know, maybe somebody really wants some ketchup or mayonnaise because the food tastes like a dry blob. I don't know. I don't know. You like the fantasy class ship? Is that for me? I'm back. It's never been tested. Yeah. What, for a cruise? I mean, a lot of rules are changing right now though too. JJ Cruise just posted their Disney review. I'll have to watch it after this. JJ, cool, man. You know what I'm seeing? How? Maybe, I mean, I guess I'm in this category now because I've jumped on a lot of cruises, but I've seen like JJ Cruise and Para DJ. Now, given they're probably travel agents, they got a little bit of edge. I'm like, how are these guys jumping on all these freaking cruises? And I'm talking about, you got JJ Cruise and them, they're jumping on like Alaska cruises, on Ovation. And I've seen the prices for those. And I'm like, dude, what are y'all doing? Like, what kind of YouTube money are y'all making? I'm legitimately curious. I'm like, man, like, I need to step my game up. You guys are jumping on cruises left and right. I'm over here doing the budget stuff. I feel bad. New cruise concept, cook your own food. I mean, technically they have that. They have the culinary option. Carnival has it. I think Royal has it on a couple of their ships. Technically they have it, and it's a hit. They work remote. I mean, I work remote too, but I'm just curious about it. Let's see. Yeah, she's a travel agent. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I was talking to some people on the ship, some travel agents that were trying to pull me in on board, you know, because they watch my channel. But I was like, man, like, I would love to not have to pay for cruise, or at least get a fat discount, or maybe just even points or commission for booking my own cruise. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Let's see. JJ Cruise is on board for the next 8 weeks solid. They both work remotely. Yeah, I get it. I work remotely too. But like, man, like if they work remotely, I'm still, you guys, you gotta think that's a lot of money to just fork out for some cruises. You know, I mean, I'm assuming they probably got good paying jobs. They probably do full time as well. Because I mean, it's like, I'm not knocking on their YouTube channel, but their YouTube channel, they, you know, with their subscribers and the views and stuff, their channel's doing good now. But it's like, unless you've been loading up throughout the pandemic, I couldn't see every cruise they're being paid for being funded with their YouTube channel as well. And I'm not trying to dig into their business. I'm just curious. I'm like, man, that's amazing. First they're on Ovation, and then they went on a Disney cruise, and then I said, man, I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? So just to be clear, I'm not digging into their personal finances. I'm just like, I'm amazed. I'm amazed. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, how are they doing this? Like they didn't go on like me, Bahamas Paradise. Like the most expensive cruise I did so far was the Carnival Mardi Gras. That set me back like $3,000, but I had to be on that ship. Virgin is gonna cost a decent amount of money. But I'm just like, I see some of these people jumping around left and right the ship, and I'm like, they're going on the mega ships too, the new ships. And I'm like, dude, how you just went to Alaska, and now you're on a Disney cruise, and now you're on how? It's insane to me. It blows my mind. I need to make that kind of money. Guys, we got to get to 100K, and then we're working on 1 million. We got to do it, guys. We all of us together. Help me. Help me help you. No, seriously, I'm going to help you guys out. By the way, hold on. I'm going to get some comments, and I got to talk about my giveaway that I'm doing this month, too. Do more group cruises to get your credits, which will help pay for your cruises. Yeah, I agree. Sam, see you later. I said, bye, Ship Life. See you later. Big facts. These cruises cost big money. Yeah, they do. People don't understand that. Like, I'm about to chill on cruises for a while. Because, I mean, it's like... I have to treat this stuff as a business transaction too. And it's like, if they don't do the views, like my videos that are not doing good, my channel is like dying right now. And I'm like, what did I do wrong? But it's only so much that I can do. You know what I mean? I got a ton of footage. Hopefully some of them do well, like the Mardi Gras, because my Mardi Gras footage did really well. I don't know what's going to happen with these, but we'll see, I guess. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. I thought I saw something. Virgin apparently has a great cruise, and they are new. Looks fabulous. Yeah, I know. They're definitely. Man, do you see the room that they got? Who was it? Ben and David? Y'all see the room they gave them? Like this massive. I'm like, dude, what? Virgin, can y'all hit me up? I thought I was your target audience. Let's do this. It's okay. I don't mind paying. Some of these YouTubers are rich. Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. I know the YouTube game very well. I do my research outside of YouTube as well. Now, given I'm not rich, but YouTube does pay handsomely. YouTube is underrated for sure. How you guys think? I mean, I'm not paying for expensive cruises by any means, but still, like it's allowed me to live a very free life, and for me to be able to grind the way that I do. I do enjoy your live stream though. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm a travel agent, and you do get cheap fam cruises. Yeah, I know. I've talked to enough travel agents to know. Kate Palmer, come on, we need to get this live thumbs up. Yeah, well, guys, if you can hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Let's see. You got a super chat. Where's the super chat? Maybe hold on. Maybe it's a little bit down. Or did I miss it? I don't see a super chat. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry. Thank you for calling it out. I appreciate it. Chicken Head, Chicken Head PK. Is that Neely? Huh. I think that's how you say it. Thank you for the $5 super chat. They said, "Thank you, dude. You're doing it the right way, like us normal people do. The others look like agents, not normal folks like you and me." Yeah, I agree. Now, given I'm doing a bunch of cruises, but I'm buying like the cheapest that I can because I mean I'm doing it for a couple reasons. As most of you guys know, like I've now done 3 cruises as a passenger, so I feel like I need to get my sea legs in. I am gonna get to a point where I'm gonna slow down a little bit, but right now I'm just trying to march to 100K. I need to do it. I'm focused on that right now. Hey Jay, love the show. Always enjoy your cruise advice. I am a ship life fan. I appreciate you. Thank you. What happened to your cruise? Why was it bad? I'll go back to that in a minute because I know we got some new people that keep coming in. So you need Lalita Loca money. Yeah, Kate. No, seriously. I mean, the thing is, guys, like people don't understand that my channel is still relatively new. Prior to the pandemic, nobody had even heard of me, and my channel has only been here for like 2.5 years. And if you look at it from a business standpoint, that's not a long time, especially when you look at the other content creators that have been here for 4 or 5. Don's been on YouTube since 2006. So like if you take that into consideration, you see how new the channel is. I mean, but my channel's growing pretty fast, and I hope it continues to do so. I want 100K, and I want to be able to do things like give away cruises and stuff. So we'll see. Bait and click. Who, me? Who's bait and clicking? Gary Stevens? I'm not. Maybe you just joined in. I don't know if you're talking about me. If you are, then explain yourself. What are you talking about? Just join. What's your overall opinion on the Meraviglia and MSC, bro? I'm going to get back to it in a second. Just give me 1 second. Let me read some of these comments, and I will just talk about MSC and Bahamas Paradise again. Please keep doing your cruises and cruise chat, and you will get there. That's the plan. I'm working on it. Tom Borton, Amazon sells 5 testing kits at 150, and it's done by Zoom certified. Yeah, I know. I saw that DJ, if that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, I saw him talk about it. Share, thank you so much. A little contribution to your next cruise. Enjoy your videos. Trying to catch up from older videos since I'm new. And yeah, and I got guys. I have a ton of videos coming out. I got days and days worth of footage. But Share, thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Seriously. Work with some people that like your channel because you're doing the economic work for crews, showing them that it can be fun. Yeah, I agree. I do, like I said, guys, I mean, it's just me formulating, and YouTube is always just a game of learning. I understand how the YouTube algorithm works, and I'm just experimenting right now. You guys see my channel is all over the place, right? I do know for a fact that my channel is the most diverse, and it's not me having a big head. I have the most diverse cruise ship channel here on YouTube. So it's like, it's just finding a happy medium because you have to find your groove, and that's how you really start growing. Because I know I could just talk about my days. Like I have a ton of videos that I know would get 50,000, 100,000 views, but I don't want to get boxed in just yet, if that makes sense. It's like, no offense to some people, but it's like you got Tony, he's the cruise news guy. And it's like with YouTube, he could do it, but it's hard to pivot from that point once you're there. If I kept doing cruise news every single day, I would eventually just become the cruise news guy, and personally, I don't want to do that. And no offense to Tony, I'm just making that clear. But it's like on YouTube, you get put in like your style of content. And the minute you deviate from that, the almighty YouTube algorithm can put you in a very weird place to where your videos may not get the same views, and you got to try to work really hard to pivot. So, and then my channel's all over the place. That's why my views will fluctuate. I know I can do a video and get 100,000 views, and I'll do some cruise news and it doesn't even hit 10,000. So, I'm just trying to find the happy medium. Want more views, stick to newer ships. Oh, I know, definitely. I mean, right now, I see this as just kind of putting in the work, right? So that nobody can come out and say that I don't know what I'm talking about because I've never been on a cruise ship as a passenger. That's the main reason, and I also want to get more experience in as a passenger. So when I give you guys the information and content that I do, that that way you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I can understand everything better as well. Henry Benson, wow, guys, you with these super chats, I appreciate it, seriously. Yeah, that Virgin ship's gonna cost a lot of money. I'll tell you that. Thank you for the $20 super chat. It says you are amazing. No, you're amazing. Seriously, thank you. Tony can't dance like you. I don't know. I heard he's got some moves. Who's that? Zubu. Hey Jay, I'm here. Did I win? What did I win? Oh yeah, I gotta talk about the giveaway that I'm doing this month too. So I'll read a couple more comments and I gotta talk about that, guys, real quick. Everybody can't take baller cruises. Some of us ball on a budget and need to see how you do it for the low. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm a budget guy. Like my traveling and everything. My ticket going to Europe was like it was under $400. It's like I got connections, but at least I'm getting there. So I like to kind of mess around, right, between the higher end stuff and the lower end. I don't want to just exclusively do the higher end stuff because I don't care about that stuff. You know, it's called not putting yourself in the box. Ratings are good, but do whatever you want. Yeah, I agree. It's like, yeah, I'm finding my groove. There's things that I have planned in the future, but as far as right now, I'm just kind of winging it. I told myself I'm just gonna march to 100,000 subscribers because I am gonna do it this year, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna hit 100,000. That way, the channel's validated, and I can get that little silver play button thing. I want it. I just want to have it like back here somewhere. I would cry. Seriously, I will. But that's my plan. I gotta march over to that. Great point. Don't get pinned down unless it's Katy Perry. What the heck? That's funny. Seriously, guys, look, last few comments. I'm going to get these super chats, and I'm going to tell you about the giveaway, too, that I'm doing this month. Nibbles, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Justin, wondering if you know how the studio rooms on NCL are. I booked for January. I think when I booked one for my girlfriend. It was a studio. They're nice. NCL's rooms are nice. What ship, though? Let me know. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna read this last super chat, and then I'm gonna talk about the giveaway that I'm doing, and then for the new people that are in, I'll talk about what happened between Meraviglia and Bahamas Paradise. Let's see, where is it? Chicken Head again? Seriously, thank you so much, man. Like, I don't know, like, do you want a shirt or something? Like, reach out to me, man, so we can talk. Seriously, hit me up. My contact info is below in the description box. Seriously, I appreciate that. But thank you for the $10 super chat. I love watching your videos. We can't wait to afford all those ships. So you are showing us how to do it. Give yourself a break. We are welcome. We are coming here slowly. Well, yeah. I mean, I got to put in the work. It is what it is. Like, Given, guys, just so you know, I pay for all these cruises out of pocket. And I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm not rich. Like, yeah, my channel has grown throughout the pandemic, giving me a lot of opportunities. But it's like, yeah, if I make, let's say the Mardi Gras, let's say if I make $6,000, $7,000 out of the month, half of that money goes back into the cruises. So yeah, but I don't mind doing it. I don't, because to me it's just part of putting in the grunt work until I find my groove and the channel continues to grow. But anyway, guys, so the giveaway that I'm doing this month, what I'm gonna do is I don't know if you guys have heard already. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I got an idea. It's probably gonna be like a dedicated video, and whoever I'll probably have you guys maybe hashtag shiplife or something. And I'm gonna do a drawing. And the winner, I'm only gonna do one for now, but the winner will get a round trip flight ticket to anywhere in the US, so domestic, excluding Hawaii and Alaska, of course, but you'll get a round trip ticket, or if anything, I'll work something out. Maybe I'll give, if they want that other option, maybe $500 in value of like, I don't know, a fun card or some type of cruise gift card. Maybe we can do that as well. So, but I'll let you guys know. It's gonna be real spontaneous, but to me, the only people that are gonna watch that kind of video are like the loyal followers anyway. So we'll see, guys. I mean, but that's what I'm planning on doing. But so yeah, I mean, I would like to just do straight up like a free cruise, but cruises they add up quickly, and I'm not making that kind of money yet. And yeah, but I just want to find a way to give back. So either the person that wins is either going to get a round trip domestic ticket to anywhere. So if you want to go to a cruise port, or maybe if you want to go see your grandma or whoever, you can do that. But I'm going to pay for it out of my own pocket. So I'm giving one free ticket to anywhere in the U.S. And I'll be doing that every month moving forward until either my channel gets bigger or until, maybe cruising starts back up regularly. So there's no crazy complications with booking a cruise for somebody. Making videos is fun. The editing is a headache. Don't get me started. I hate the editing. I'm looking for an editor right now. The editing is a headache and can take 1 or 2 days. Now imagine when I was doing cruise news every day and I was putting in all the details and photos and stuff. I don't know if you guys were watching me back then. But work to get it perfect and looking good. YouTubers that have made it hire people to edit. Yeah, I mean, I have enough money to do it. I'm not making a lot of Lita Loca money, I'll tell you that, but I make enough so I can hire an editor. So get that footage out there. Yeah, no, I will. Is just keep watching, guys. I got days and days of footage from Bahamas Paradise. Tomorrow I'm gonna upload. I went to the. I got a little behind the scenes. I got to meet the chef. I met the hotel director on board Bahamas Paradise, and they showed me around. They tried to get me fat. I don't know if they were gonna eat me or what, but I had to eat at like every restaurant. They were just showing me around and giving me the grand tour of the Bahamas Paradise ship. So the Grand Classica. So I got that. I'm uploading tonight. Actually, after this, I got to do some editing. Let's see, I was reading something. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Somebody said something really nice. Was it Holy Shane? You will absolutely make 100,000 subscribers. Your energy and perspective are amazing, and your videos are worth watching. You got your groove. Run with it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So, all right, here was my grand plan. Then I'm gonna reiterate because I don't mind sticking around if you guys want to stick around because I don't have any plans. I'm just chilling today. I'm taking my son go-karting tomorrow, but other than that, I'm chilling. Never pay someone if you can do it yourself. No, no, that's not true. That's not true. You wanna like time is very valuable. You can't get it back. This is why like a lot of people knock the rich people that hire chefs or whatever. You want to allot that time so you can focus, right? If I'm focusing on content creating, I don't want to have to focus on the production side of things like editing. Because personally, I hate editing. I do everything on my cell phone. I don't know how to use editing software on a computer. So if I can hire somebody for a decent price to do all the editing, so all I gotta do is do the recording and send it over to somebody and they chop it up and do it nice and can do it better than I can, why would I not do that for better quality photos and videos? I can edit, but I'm not a master editor. I don't know how to use Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro. So that stuff is very necessary, especially when you're talking about YouTube and brand building. It's not easy. Like I used to do videos where I learned how to edit, but I do everything even up until this point on my phone. I used to put when I was talking about something with my cruise news, because my cruise news used to do pretty well. I used to put a lot of graphics and I used to read a lot of statements and quotes and stuff. And I used to put all of that on screen. Those videos took hours every day. There's days I would stay up for like 3, 4 days straight. And I would just do like that's when my channel started blowing up. Like I would just do this for days straight, where my videos to make would take me like anywhere from 8 to 9, sometimes 10 or 12 hours, and I did it every single day. And I'm like I kept telling myself, it's gonna be worth it. So that's what ended up happening. But yeah, now no, it ain't happening. Not like that. The cruise news stuff when I was doing it every day. I don't know how Tony does it. Now, I don't, maybe he has like a little bit of help with his wife, and that's great. But I ain't got that. So was there something else I was going to say before I get back into the main topic? Because I know a lot of people want to hear about what happened with MSC that didn't hear earlier. Give me 1 second. That person is wrong. Editing is hard work. Yeah. I mean, I just believe in the statement in general, guys. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. That's not true. You're not going to get time back. And I don't have the time these days. My channel, I have now one of the biggest channels in the world right now on cruising, which is, it blows my mind to say, right? But I do, especially as like an on-face character. And I'm not talking about the other guys that just do like voiceovers and stuff. As far as like, I am one of the top contenders. So I don't have time anymore to just kind of, oh, I'm going to learn this and this and this and this. I want to have quality productions. That way people can enjoy my content a little bit better. So, well, sometimes Sony has a hiccup. We all do. We all have hiccups. We all have hiccups in our video. I've made horrible videos in the past. We all have done them. It's just part of it's the nature of the beast. That's what it is. It's part of the game. But LaRon Painter, thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Disney Wish is sailing next year and supposed to be great. Lots of folks. I'm thinking about doing that one. I want to do the Prima next year as well. So I'm sure Tony edits his own stuff. He's not that much bigger. Yeah, but if you look at, I'm talking about the style of the content though. It depends. Like if I do my cruise news and I don't put any pictures, all you're doing really, I don't mind doing the cruise news stuff because you're just literally copy and paste, right? You get the footage, you just chop it up, make sure the cuts are nice and neat, and then you put it there. But there was a time where I was adding a lot of graphics, a lot of videos, a lot of PNG files and stuff. That takes time is what I'm saying. Yeah, if I wanted to put something in, I'm not saying what Tony's doing is easy because he's doing it every freaking day. It's insane. But you guys get what I'm saying here. Editing takes a while. It does. And Tony also comes from a tech background. He used to be in IT, by the way. Now, given that doesn't directly relate to cruising or editing videos, but I'm sure he's still not bad with technology either. So thanks for the info. You do a great job. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really need to get out of this, guys. I need to get to the topic again. Hello, Jay. Hold on. This is not a rant or being nitpicky. This is extremely pertinent information for your appreciative subscribers. Thank you, Jay. I know you will have a glorious day. That's the plan. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you guys can rewatch it. All right, hold on. Let's see. Process. Anyway, Wow, Kiara, thank you. Wow, yeah, seriously, man, what's going on today? Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. I appreciate that. Seriously, wow. It's like I wish I could just do something. I need to learn from Tony because he had like this little. He used to have the lucha libre wrestler that would show up and stuff. I need to start doing that stuff. I gotta figure it out. Seriously though, thank you. If you want something like, I got like a bunch of shirts laying around. If you want some of that, reach out to me. I'll happily mail it over to you. But yeah, guys. So for the people that want to know what happened with MSC, there was just a lot of things. As far as I'm concerned, and I'll still say it because I had to go to my bank to get it back. And MSC was holding my money, and as far as I'm concerned, they pretty much stole it because they gave me no confirmation as far as when they were going to give it back, or they didn't give me another room because they double booked me for a room, which I don't even know how that happened. They charged me for an extra. So my room was originally $582, and they charged me after that initial charge an additional $682. And they tried to originally give it back as cruise credit, which I didn't want. All right, and then they told me that I was gonna get my money back. So I called them the day before my cruise. They told me it's gonna be anywhere from 2 to 3 months before I got my refund back, which I don't consider it a refund because I didn't pay for a cruise by myself and at my own will, and then decide to cancel. So it's not a refund. It's a hiccup and a mistake that they made. What was this? Sunny Travels process, write, film, cut to one stream, add media. It takes 6 hours for each 10-minute video. Yeah, I agree. No, yeah, people don't understand, right? Even when you get the people that judge the videos, like they don't understand how long it takes to put together a 10-minute freaking video. It's stressful, it is. And then if nobody watches it, you're just like, oh my God, what's happening? You know, take your money and want to give it back at their leisure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, when you look at everything that's going on, I'm just like, you guys are telling me you're gonna hold my money that I didn't intentionally pay you guys for. It's not like I did a cancellation, but you're telling me that I'm not getting my money back for 2 to 3 months. I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. Question: can you use that cruise credit for the same line on a different ship? That's a good question. People that have dealt with that. I personally don't like dealing with cruise credit. I haven't put myself in situations where I had to, but I believe so. If somebody knows the correct answer to that, please put it in the stream in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Let's see. Talk about weird stuff you encounter on the ship. I've seen a lot of lady got impatient and straight up grabbed food with their hands, and she got tired of waiting on tongues, then yelled at the server person. Oh wow. No way. Dispute your charge with your credit card. But I don't like to do that. I already did. I don't like disputing because that goes on your record. And if you keep doing disputes, and I have a business account with this company, it just looks bad. You understand? It looks bad. Let me see. What was I looking at? Somebody said something. Oh, how was the food? Yeah, the food was bland. I would not call the food bad with MSC, but it's got no pizzazz. It's got no flavor. It's got no taste. It's dry. It's plain Jane. That's it. That's what it is. That's the honest truth with the MSC food. That's exactly what it is. On Royal Caribbean, they let me use credit on my ship. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm pretty sure if you got cruise credit with the cruise line, you can use it on any ship. Stephanie A. Dory, thank you for the $5 super chat. Said, good job. Look at the cute little fox. Let's see. MSC on board. Great MSC. Landslide horrible. I've spent dozens of hours on the phone working with these issues over the last 2 years. Very, very painful. Yeah, I have no problem saying that MSC's customer service is trash. It's boo-boo. It's garbage. It's mediocre. It was horrible. Their customer service is horrible. Their food is bland. Plain Jane. Must have missed something. Are you asking for donations? No, it's just called a super chat. No, I'm not asking for donations. No, you people can just, if they want to donate to the channel, the option is there under the comment section for the viewer. No, I'm not asking for donations. I never ask for donations. So no, if people want to, that's cool. If not, I still love you guys either way. A lot of people don't understand how YouTube works. Yeah, that's a feature that YouTube offers. Because you do have a lot of people that appreciate the content and the value that a content creator brings. So they are allowed to either join a membership with them, they can contribute and donate to the channel because they want these donations go toward helping keeping all the production and everything that is involved with being a content creator. There's so much to it that people just don't know about. My microphones that I use, my lighting, my time. There's just so much that goes into it. Anyway, by the way, this is Justin Sundberg. I posted a few videos on your Facebook. Yeah, I know. But they are swiftly disallowed. Just trying to help out people with different view. I appreciate what you're doing. All right, yeah. I mean, I got moderators and stuff, and yeah, we do have guidelines. I try to just make sure that nobody's trying to promote on my channel, just because I spent my my blood, sweat, and tears trying to build a brand, and for somebody to try to like piggyback off it. Not saying you are, but we try to be very cautious of that, because there are people out there. If you knew the amount of travel agents that try to promote on my channel, I don't appreciate that. Love your Bahamas Paradise Grand Classic tour a few days ago. Thank you. I got more coming out tomorrow. Oh wait, I didn't even see this. The Travel Scouts. Oh, how are you guys doing, guys? If you haven't subscribed to the Travel Scouts, by the way, they're the bomb. I'll put it that way. I want to be like them with my girlfriend one day. Like maybe when we get married or whatnot. I aspire to be like them as a couple. They're the best. Go subscribe to them if you guys haven't. The Travel Scouts. They got a good product. I'll put it that way. NCL has the best food. NCL's food is good. I mean, as somebody that's worked on board, and I've had the crew food too. NCL's food is good. They got a good thing going on over there. Especially the Oreo cheesecake, which I can't stop thinking about. They better have it when I get back on board. I'm gonna promote the ship life. Follow on YouTube, please. What? Promote my channel, or I'm confused. If that's what you're saying, I appreciate that. Thank you. 6 days. Did wish a little longer, but I wish they were all longer. Oh, the cruises, yeah. That's another thing too, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. Somebody that just took a 2-day cruise and a 3-day cruise, that ain't enough. It's not enough. Now, given I'm also doing content creating, so it's like running around like a chicken with your head cut off. It's a lot. I don't know if I'll do another one of those. I will, but it's so much work. If you do a group cruise, what ship company would you choose? I already have one set up. I need to make a Facebook group, but I have one set up right now for Symphony of the Seas on May 18th. And then I'm doing another cheaper option as well. I wouldn't say cheaper option, but yeah, it is a cheaper option. I'm probably gonna do a Carnival ship either a week before or a couple weeks after that as well. So because a lot of people were arguing about the price, they didn't like the price for Symphony of the Seas, but it is currently the largest ship in the world and has a lot to offer. It's a new ship, and the price includes port taxes and fees. So it was amazing. No lines, no waiting, fully staffed, very felt. I don't think that's for me. Maybe we're talking about NCL still. On NCL a few years ago, got me head chef and Curry's rest of the cruise yum. Nice. Do you think by next summer all these cruise protocols will still be in place? This time next year, I'd hope not. I would like to say it's gonna all be gone, but we'll see. We'll see. Putting my deposit in on Friday. What, for the group cruise? Tony, you coming through? Guys, I don't think y'all ready for this group cruise we're about to have. Oh, look, it happened again. Guys, I keep seeing consecutive numbers. And usually when that happens, like things are bad in my life. It happened last year, but it's followed up usually by some good things. So the consecutive numbers, I've been seeing 222, 111. It's been so weird. And it's random. Like between the clock in my room, in my cabin, the video I uploaded today is 5 minutes and 55 seconds. I hope I'm not being hunted or something. I'm scared. I'm with you, Jay. 3 and 4 day cruises are not enough. 7 better for me from now on. Yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna just go on the cruise to enjoy, yeah, 7 plus days. Oh yes, I am. Tony, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait, man. We're gonna have a good time. Hold on, give me a second, Disney Matt. Lost? What are you lost about? What's the group cruise? So I have the details on my Facebook group, but I have a group cruise leaving out on Symphony of the Seas on May 18th next year. And I'm working on another one for people that maybe want a more cost-effective option, because going on the largest ship in the world is, yeah, it's pricey. I think the balcony the standard stateroom or the interior, after taxes and fees, after port taxes and fees, it's like 900 or something like that. So yeah, I know for some people they can't afford that price, which is understandable. How would you compare NCL versus Carnival food? NCL's food is better. Carnival food, I've only been on the Mardi Gras to a certain, I've been on the Fantasy like years ago, but Carnival has, I think, in my opinion, like a little bit more variety, if that makes sense. Like they got something for everybody. NCL is just kind of like a little bit more like up classes, and not even fancy. Their food is it just tastes good. I'm bringing my own salt and pepper to MSC next year on my cruise. That is great. If I go back on the seaside this year, I'm definitely bringing my own salt and pepper. I'll tell you that right now. Symphony is a bit pricey. I paid $1,800 for a balcony room when we sailed out of Barcelona. Yeah, exactly. You know, I looked at the price at Ovation. So to go on Ovation of the Seas right now, and isn't that the ship out of Alaska? I think it is. Whatever ship, Ovation, or I get confused with all these freaking names, especially with MSC, Seaside and Seashore. I get confused. But I think it was Ovation for a balcony. It's like $2,200. It's insane. It's insane. It really is. The numbers from Lost. What do you mean, like the show? On your cabin tour, you said something about breaking the mirror. Never, you're a handsome guy. Oh, stop it. You're gonna make me blush. You won't see it. I'm black, so you won't see me blush, but it's in there somewhere. It's getting red. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Go with NCL so we can get the beverage package. I like that. All I want with NCL is the Oreo cheesecake. That's all I want. That's all I'm thinking about. Especially if you're a solo. I gotta stop this solo travel stuff, guys. I realized between these two cruises, I felt so lonely. It was horrible. I felt so alone. But now, given I was also working the entire time with 2 and 3 day cruises, I was walking around my camera everywhere I went. But I was like, man, I would love to like come back to the room and like just be with somebody, like my girlfriend. I gotta get her over here. We gotta get her over here. Amy Williams, thank you so much for the dollar 50 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is that? A little umbrella? I like that. That's cool. A little by the beach. Thank you. Seriously, Amy. Thank you. Chai Brown in the house. Crazy MSC won't fix the food since that's a common complaint. Well, at the end of the day, when it comes to these cruise lines, you guys got to understand one thing, and I say this all the time. They're a business. And at the end of the day, they want butts and seats. And if they can find a way to pull that, their prices alone is going to do that. So people are willing to overlook the food for a cheap ticket. I'll put it that way. You know what I mean? So, Symphony, if you travel on off times, you can get really good prices. I mean, yes, any cruise line for sure. That's why I didn't do that cruise in the middle of the summer. How's Royal Caribbean's food? Royal Caribbean's food is good. Now, given I haven't sailed with Royal Caribbean, but when I went on board, I was on board Spectrum of the Seas and what was it? Oh, Symphony. I was on board Symphony when they were in the port of call, but the food tasted great. NCL to me though was the better. Had to put that beach scene out there. I like that. All right, guys. So look, we've been here for a while now, and I appreciate you guys for still sticking around. Hit that like button. We got a dang. This is like the best live stream I've done, guys. If you can hit that like button, and I'll stay around for 5 more minutes. How does that sound? 5 more minutes, especially since the views are consistent right now too. So I appreciate it. If you guys have questions, let me know. If you have questions about Bahamas Paradise, I am gonna be putting full videos out right after I get these vlogs out, which is more so just kind of fun. And then, of course, I put a little bit of, I got more tour stuff going on. For those that are just joining and haven't heard yet, I do have behind the scenes footage coming out tomorrow with Bahamas Paradise. They gave me like the grand tour and they tried to make me fat by making me eat at all the restaurants. So I'll have that put out there tomorrow. What is that? Oh. I'm not gonna put his info out there, but look, the captain, he even gave me his card. He told me to contact him, the captain for Bahamas Paradise. Cool guy. Only 5 minutes, just joined you. Look, I'll stick around. I mean, I got time. If the views stay up, I don't mind. I mean, it's not like I'm doing it just for the views, but people obviously want to hear what's going on. So yeah, I'll stick around, guys. It doesn't bother me. I don't have any super plans. I'm going to the gym, and then I'm seeing my son tomorrow. So that's it. I'm also procrastinating because I don't want to rush to go to the gym. I'm tired. Question: how did you like Bahamas Paradise? Bahamas Paradise was good. It was good in the sense that if you want like a very, I guess you could say, authentic cruise experience without all the craziness and the theme park hybrids, it's not bad. I can't say too much on it simply for the fact that it was an empty ship. So I feel like I didn't get the full experience on board, if that makes sense. There were 99 people on board. So it's like as far as the activities and the overall environment, it wasn't there because there wasn't anybody on board. Did you hit the gym with MSC? Yeah, I did. The gym on the Mardi Gras was much better, I'll tell you that. The gym on the Mardi Gras was amazing. The gym with NCL was amazing. The gym at with MSC was it was so. It was okay. Let me see if I missed anything. Waste of time to speak to MSC directly. Travel agent here. Oh, look, guys, you hear that? Travel agent. Let's see. They don't know how to take care of issues like the one you had. I got my customers to sign a waiver if they insist on traveling with MSC. You know what's also weird? You know, everything you do with MSC, like if you do, I think it was the F1, and also if you do the water slides, they make you sign a waiver. Now, I understand the reasoning for it, but I figure if you're already on the cruise, you're kind of taking the liability. You know, it was a little weird. It was weird. I think I'll book another one with Symphony of the Seas while I'm on board. Prices have gone up though. Yeah, they have. What are your thoughts on specialty dining? I never eat buffet due to me prefer being served. Do you like buffets or you prefer specialty dining with friends rather than spending, oh, excuse me, rather not spend $40 a pop? I mean, I'm a buffet kind of guy. I like the buffets. I was at the buffet for the most part when I was on board, especially because I was alone. I went to one specialty dining, but it was free. They had some free complimentary options on board. That's the one I went over to, Waves. I checked that one out, and yeah, that was it. But no, I think I prefer the buffet more than anything. Because I figure you're already paying oftentimes a decent amount for the cruise. Specialty dining, I think that's not something I would do every night. I love the buffet, especially when there's pizza. And I'll give MSC that. Their pizza was not bad. The pizza was not bad. I would hope they would at least flavor that some. You see, question. I'm on the Meraviglia in October and missed a lot of the stream. Was it just the food or was that the problem? No, the MSC, the Meraviglia, I give it the benefit of the doubt because maybe it's just that particular ship. The MSC Meraviglia was all over the place. It's just, it's a confused ship. It's like, it's a newer ship, looks beautiful, right? But it doesn't know if it's a fancy Italian ship because parts of the ship are beautiful, or is it a budget cruise line because of the pricing and the way they handle things. Their Wi-Fi package is weird, right? If you don't pick the right ones, the right package out of the gate that you know for sure you're going to use, you can't change it. And if you want to change devices for 2 seconds, like with Carnival and the other cruise lines, if you buy, let's say, a one device package, you can just kind of, that just means you have to switch out. Like you have to go online and sign out and then sign in on the other device. You can't do that. You got to go down to IT and have them manually log you out. And they'll give you a hard time about it because they were trying to tell me once they did it for me and then they were trying to tell me they can't do it for me. It was weird. Now, I'm not saying I hate MSC, not at all. I'm going to go on the seaside when it gets over to Miami because I don't take that first impression. I was kind of already blown away by the fact that I had the money potentially like stolen as far as I'm concerned. And I say stolen because I had no confirmation of when I was getting my money back. And I definitely didn't have 2 rooms on board the ship, 2 balcony cabins. So, and I had to call my bank to get it back to do a dispute. But I'll be back on board. I will. Waves was cool, enjoyed the buffet. Yeah, that's why I did my review at. I did a review of Waves. So, but you're going to pretty much hear, like, not the same thing. I went into kind of detail, and I showed all the food. I'll have a video coming up next week. You should try Virgin Scarlet, your lady. Yeah, I'll be on the first sailing out of the U.S. for Scarlet. So I'm coming back from Europe early just so I can get on board. So I'll be flying from Paris straight over to Miami to jump on board the Scarlet Lady next month. So I'll be there. Let's see. Sounds like a job, not a cruise. Yeah, no, there were just a lot of things. There were most of the stuff over there closed down early. The restaurants closed at like 8:45 in some places. The pool would close at 8. The basketball court had random times. Like if you wanted to play ball, I think they had 2 slots, and they were an hour slot. It was like 5 and 6 p.m. and then they had like 8 to 9 where you could play basketball in the basketball court. Right, the water park on board the ship would close at like 4, even on a sea day. This is just what I saw yesterday. It was weird. It was just weird. I think they got a lot of work to do, and they're not a bad cruise line. I think they're definitely, they could be top contenders down the road. But man, shows they usually have 2, 1 each for dinner seating. Yeah. Oh, here's another thing. Oh man, I put this in the video. You guys are gonna see it soon, right? I don't know why I forgot about this. So if you go to the theater, and by the way, you'll see in my videos when I put them out there, they have like designated fully vaxxed only, and you can take your mask off in those areas. But if you go to the theater, maybe I'm just weird about this. You are not allowed to bring any drinks into the theater. You can't bring, let's say if you want to sit down and drink like a Long Island or something, you're not allowed to do that in the theater on board the MSC Meraviglia. No drinks allowed inside. To me, I'm sorry, it's not weird, especially if it's a fully vaccinated area. So, do you need reservations to use a fitness center? No, but you have to be fully vaccinated. I got all the documentation of everything, by the way, guys. So, like I said, I hope the videos do well, because I mean, I don't know how people are gonna take it, but I have literally days and days of footage that I have to upload every day until they're done. So, even though Bahamas Paradise wasn't full, did you meet people? Yeah, I mean, I was just hanging out with a lot of the crew, hearing all their stories over the past year during the pandemic, and just getting to know them because a lot of them had already heard of my channel. So yeah, I was talking to mainly the crew. I didn't really talk to any of the guests. Except for there was this one guest, I was like, they were kind of drunk and complaining about stuff. I got it on video. They didn't care. They wanted to do a review. So you'll see that too. Which Ninja Turtle would you be? Oh, that is a random. Maybe Donatello. How about that? Donatello. How about feeding the pig? What was that you were feeding them? It was, what was that? Apples that they fed them. It's like fruit. The pig feeding itself was fun. The entire excursion was trash. Because after the pig feeding was done, we were on this little island with a restaurant, not even a restaurant, a little shack that just had hot dogs and hamburgers. It was horrible. So yeah, the initial cruise, the actual excursion itself was great. That's too much stuff to deal with to be relaxing on a cruise. Yeah, it was a lot. Try editing videos when you had to go all the way down to IT just to switch something. It was crazy. What about getting physical on the beach? What do you mean? That was weird. What do you mean? Like, you talking about like, talking about bed wrestling? Please speak at some time in depth about your disabled access and shore excursion. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll go a little bit more into that. Do you think that you would be safe with COVID? I mean, personally, yeah. I mean, I'm vaccinated, and a lot of people don't like to hear it, but it's true. I take care. I take pretty good care of myself. Eat a lot of vegetables, drink a lot of water, and go jogging. I'm a break dancer, an acrobat. So, and I'm not really around a lot of people. So, I mean, I don't think I would get it anyway. But somebody was asking about the. Hold on, what's one more comment? I was on the Meraviglia. The ceiling is absolutely amazing, don't you think? Yeah, I missed the dome show though. It was that, like I said, beautiful ship, beautiful ship. It's just the way they conducted their business, the way the cruise itself operated. I didn't like. But somebody's asking about the excursion. I mean, there's not much to it. I booked the swim with the pigs, right? It was $80. So they take you from the ship over. It's like when you go to Grand Bahamas. The place that they drop you off at, the ship is ported at, is like a real industrial area. So it doesn't kind of give you the tropical vacation vibe. It kind of puts you off right out of the gate. Literally, you're like coming out of the gate, and it's like there's like gas places and oil refineries and shipyards all over the place. So yeah, it just kind of throws you off a little bit. But no, I got over there. When we arrived, it was a small little beach, and it was just kind of disorganized. They just told us to get comfortable, go in the water and whatnot, and just play. We did that for about 30 minutes, and then they came back, gave us the instructions on what would happen. Don't touch the pigs. Don't try to pick them up. Blah blah blah. Which I had to clarify for a lot of people. They have baby pigs there that are specifically for holding. That they have. Okay, so yeah, I had to get all that done. But we go out there and they give us the sticks. They told us what to do, how to feed the pigs, so we don't drop the stick or shank the stick in the mouth of the pig or whatever. How to feed them. If we have trouble, if they get too close, watch their feet. But the experience was great, right? Until it was done. The last part, we go over to the shore, play with the baby pigs, hold them and stuff, and feed them some food, and then that was it. But after that, they just say thank you, and they pull the pigs up, and they disappear after that. And then we just sit there on the beach. And it's like I wanted to leave because I had editing to do. I wanted to go ahead and get videos out early. And I said, hey, can I get a boat or a boat? That'd be cool. Can I get a ride, a shuttle back to the ship? And they said, well, it was now again, mind you, we got there at 10. The excursion was from like 11 until like 11:30, 11:45, if that. And it was like 11. It was like 12 o'clock, 12 noon. And I asked them, I said, can I get back to the ship? And like, well, we're not going back until about 3 o'clock, 3:30. I said, okay, but can I get a taxi or any kind of service back? They said no. There was even a shuttle that went over there, and I asked them, I said, are you guys going near the ship? They said, yeah, we're going near the ship, but we're not going back over to the cruise port exactly. But I asked them, I said, is there any way we can go over there? Can I get it back to the ship? Because I really need to get back to get some work done. And they told me no. So I sat there in the hot sun because there was barely any places for shade. It was a crappy shack for food, hamburgers and hot dogs. That was literally it, right? And it had a couple of, junk food snacks, and there was a hammock way off in the distance, and that was it. So it was a horrible excursion overall. Let me see. Give me a second. There was something I saw here. Hi, I love your videos from Barbados and hoping to do my first cruise soon. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hold on. I thought I saw a super chat. Oh, I think that was it right there. Bed wrestling. That's a good one. I know that's kind of like my thing. I use it as a reference. Let's see. Omar, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. We're vacationing in free states till this BS is over. I agree. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, I like to support the industry, but if I was a regular cruiser and I wasn't also doing this for the content creation and to try to show you guys what cruising is like, personally, I couldn't do it. I would not dump thousands of dollars, potentially thousands of dollars, to wear a mask all over the place and to have restrictions on my cruise. I wouldn't do it personally. Now, given some people are just loyal to the cruise lines, and I got respect for that. But if somebody is dumping, like let's say you got to wear a mask all over the place, and you're paying $7,000, $8,000 for a vacation, I couldn't do it. To me, that's where I would draw the line. Let's see. Editing while traveling is horrible. Film while you're traveling. Edit and produce when you get back. It'll help with your sanity. Plus, you can enjoy it. Yeah, I know. Like Emma Cruises does that. But I figure if I get an editor, I won't have to deal with that problem. But I like putting my stuff out there because when I do the live stream, let's say on the sailing day or embarkation day, and then I have videos right after, I think it just kind of like you could build the excitement by waiting, but I mean it just depends on the ship. There's a lot of factors. So I don't know. The vlogs aren't doing that well right now. I don't know if you guys don't like them, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep putting them out there anyway. I got a ton of videos, so if you guys don't like them, or is there something you guys want me to change with the videos, I don't mind. I'm open to suggestions and criticism as well. If there's something you guys think I should do better, because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, call it what you want. I'm doing it for the views. The views matter. So there's something particular that you guys don't like about my videos or whatnot. I'm always open ears, especially to my audience that watches my live stream, because you guys are obviously like my core, like dedicated, like subscribers and supporters of the channel. So if you guys ever have a suggestion, or there's something you don't like or something I said, just please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Is it okay with a flirt with the crew on ships you don't work on? Yeah, I mean, why not? Who cares? I mean, it depends. If they're feeling the vibe, I mean, don't just go openly flirting with people. If they're not reciprocating it and they're not giving it back, then maybe that's the cue to stop. I'll put it that way. You know, if you can read between the lines and they're being professional for the sake of being professional because they have to, as opposed to just flat out flirting with you, yeah, flirt. But otherwise, let it go if they're clearly not feeling it. Because I started here, an MSC cruise ad happened. No way. That is funny. That is funny. What's happening? I'm just talking about my experience on board the MSC Meraviglia in Bahamas Paradise Grand Classica. Do you have bread, fruit, and Bammy or festival? Is that to me, or maybe that's somebody else? I hate excursions just for the fact that you're stuck till they want to take you back. Yeah, I mean, I've been open about this even like when I first started my channel. I'm not a big advocate for excursions off of the ship. Like, you can go find that same excursion typically in port, talking to the locals, and a lot of people are in such fear because they've been fearmongered by the people that are trying to get the money from them, that you can get left by the ship. And I consider the cruise port basically an airport. The people that are there are, for the most part, verified, and their business and the sustainability of their business relies on them making sure you, as the non-local, the visitor, the vacationer, the cruise ship passenger, actually gets back to the ship. So every cruise, every excursion that I've done outside of the ship, I saved money and I had a better time. Was the ship only half full? It was at two. There were just over 2,000 people on board, from my understanding. The ship holds 6,000. Also, was the entertainment less? Oh yeah, it was. Was the entertainment less because COVID? Because you were tested regularly? What happens if somebody gets a fever? They will be refused re-entry. I think they were. If anybody did get it, and that we didn't get any announcements. If somebody got COVID, they were quarantined in their room. But yeah, the entertainment was. You can tell there was some talent on board, but the shows there were kind of like filler shows. I mean, this is me speaking from an entertainment background, working on ships, working at theme parks. I know a filler show when I see it. You hire a magician or a tightrope act, something, a juggler, and then you have the dancers create something quick around them. That's typically what it is, and that's what it was on board the ship. Question: what's the funniest thing you've seen while people watching? I saw. Oh, it was kind of sad to watch, to be honest. I saw a man getting like just reamed out by his wife because it was something stupid too. What is she? It was something she ordered and she didn't get it, and the husband wasn't really caring about it. I think it wasn't. No, it was an animal towel. It was a certain animal towel she wanted, and she was yelling at the husband because it was that, and I guess it was among other things that she didn't get. And the husband wasn't willing. Like, he was kind of hesitant. He was trying to just tell her to relax and enjoy the cruise, but she wanted those things, and she was kind of forcing him to go over to guest services. You know, it was funny to me, but I was like, this is also the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. She did everything short of slapping him in the face. It was crazy. Editing the cruise crux of quality control. I like that. Let's see. How often do people miss the boat? What's the worst thing that can happen to them if they don't have their passport and their money? You mean if they miss the boat and this all happens? Well, people don't miss it that often. Well, I wouldn't say that often. Yeah, people miss the boats. It's not often, but it's not like super rare either. Like, it's not often. Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle. It happens, right? But if you don't have that stuff, yeah, you're in a bad situation, because at that point you probably have to go to an American consulate to get home. The pier runners, yeah. I might do a video one day. Like, everybody shush about this, but I might do a video where I accidentally get left by the ship so I can show you guys the process. That video would get some views, man. That would get a lot of views, wouldn't it? Accidentally getting left by the ship and documenting the process. But yeah, I would say, yeah, I would hope if you get left by the ship, you got some money on you, and because you got to pay for your way back. There's always going to be like an agent over on the port in the event that something like that happens, in order to escort them to the airport, to the consulate, the embassy, wherever it is they got to go, should somebody get left by the ship. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Amber Cove recommendations. First cruise coming up in October. Do the zip lining, I would say. Go check out the pool. And also, no, honestly, no, don't do that. That's if you want to stay local. They do have like a waterfall and like a bird feeding and this whole little. They take you out to the jungle. Do that excursion. But I would suggest maybe talking to the locals, not really doing it on the cruise because you can save some money. See, guys, I'm gonna get out of here in like 2 minutes. I know I could sit here all day. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, but I'm gonna get out of here in like a little bit. Get ready to go to the gym. Funniest thing I've seen is a couple forgetting you can see them on the promenade, the promenade view rooms. Oh my god, no way. Were they doing the thing? Were they bed wrestling? What were they doing? I gotta know. Let me know. What were they doing? Started watching your channel when I found out you're a dancer. Knowing dancers through years, it's interesting to see career morphing. Yeah, I mean, because we can't do it forever. You got to find a way out, you know. And me being a break dancer and acrobat, I'm already limited on options, so I never planned on doing it forever. I love dancing. That's why I incorporated with my videos and stuff. So that's it. Amber Cove Mountains are beautiful. I recommend going up to the top. There you go. Look, there you go. I've only been to Amber Cove once, so Jay is perfect because I feel like it's just so honest and down to earth. Yeah, that gets me in a lot of trouble sometimes. People, no matter how big my channel gets, people are gonna continue you know, guys. I say this all the time. Like I'm kind of like no pun intended. I'm the black sheep of the cruise vloggers. You know what I mean? So it's like my content is different from everybody's, and I kind of got in by being a crew member, not doing 50 plus cruises. So you know, it's just I'm not part of the pack. I'll put it that way. You know, and I'm not saying I'm better or worse than anybody, but I just know my channel is different, and I accept it. A lot of hate's gonna come my way. It is what it is for no reason. So, appreciate the response. What's your workout tonight? I don't know. I got to see my girl soon, so I got to get this stomach in line, especially after eating all that pizza. I'll be doing abs, and I'm definitely gonna do my tris, my delts. I gotta get back to it, and of course, I'll probably do my shoulders too. It's been a minute. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, my channel is very different, guys, and there's gonna be hate. I'm telling you, I know it's coming. I mean, it's always coming. There's always something happening where I'm just like, I didn't do anything, but people will find the one thing and they'll try to run with it, you know. But the truth is, none of them will ever come up. I tell people all the time, if you got a problem with my channel, if you think I'm a fake or a fraud or whatever, which I hear all the time, these people, they're more than welcome to come on my live stream and expose me to everybody. I'm down with that. I'm cool with that if they can. So one thing I love about YouTube is that it is the ultimate validation system. Eventually, if you're being fake, you're going to get figured out at some point. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Since you vlog, Wi-Fi on board is worth the money. Yeah, it is. I heard it's slow. Yes, it is. Are some cruise lines better than others or Wi-Fi? There's too many factors to consider. The main one would be the ship, right? Some ships, newer ships, typically have good Wi-Fi. Some don't. The Carnival Mardi Gras Wi-Fi was horrible, even though they have like 3 tiers, which that really irritated me. And guys, I'm gonna get out of here by the way soon. Please hit that like button. I know we can get to like 700. That'd be wow, 700 likes. That'd be amazing. But the Wi-Fi is on the Mardi Gras was horrible, and they had a tier system, right? This is what irritated me because the Wi-Fi on Carnival they had like 3 systems. They had like the standard Wi-Fi. I think there was like the plus, and then they also had the premium. And when I hear the word premium, it better be premium, and it was not premium. The Wi-Fi was horrible. So it depends. It depends. It really does. Let's see, Wanda Goodwin, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Royal Caribbean's Wi-Fi is always awesome. Oh, it's good to know. I can't wait to sail next month. Have you been on a cruise ship? Have you been hit on cruise ships by cougars? Yeah. Oh yeah, if you knew. Oh man, they try to, you know, they see the I don't want to say cougars, but yeah, the cougars, the older women, they know the game. They try to offer me a drink and ask if I want to do a tour of their room because they have like the deluxe balcony stateroom or the aft. And I'm like, I see what you're doing. Susan, I see what you're doing, and it ain't gonna work on me. You know, these women are trying to seduce me out here. You know, I told him, I said, look, my French girlfriend ain't having it. She'll beat you up, hit you over the head with a croissant and go on about her business. I'm telling you that right now. Your channel is great. Thank you, Travel Scouts. No, your channel is great. You guys, I'm telling you, I want to be like them when I grow up. They got a good product. I just got a YouTube channel. I need to organize. I want to have like a blog one day and like a legitimate, like real thing going on. So. Best to do your own thing. No reason to follow other people. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you guys notice I haven't done what everybody else is doing. Everybody wants to get on the ship and do the cruise ship tours. I'd rather just have fun and do vlogs and document the crew and the guests and stuff. So yeah, you gotta be different. You take a risk, but the risk and reward, like you can have a good outcome by being different. So Jay, just be yourself. Keep going, doing what you're doing. That's why we're here. I appreciate that. Thank you, James. Seriously, no, I will. I'm never gonna change up for anybody. Now, given there's gonna be problems down the road. I feel like once I hit like 100,000, there's gonna be some issues, right? Some drama that's just gonna. I mean, I've dealt with it. I mean, if you guys have been around, you've seen some of it, right? There's some random needless drama that comes out of nowhere. People saying I'm being negative. People are saying things that I didn't say, or taking my stuff out of context. That stuff is gonna happen. Loved your video for the bridge. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just know YouTube is a journey, right? And when you're putting yourself out there, right, people are gonna always try. And these are people that I'm sorry, don't really have, probably don't have much going on in their own personal life. So the little bit of joy they get is to try to find people that are doing their own thing and try to make them look bad because they're reflecting what's going on in their personal life or lack thereof towards you. That's what it is, right? Because I say this all the time. If somebody's commenting, so I've had people commenting like paragraphs of how the way I talk and the way I look and the fact that I wear a hat backwards in my hair and blah blah. I'm like, dude, how do you have the time to be worried about somebody else? I don't get it. I'll never understand that. If somebody's doing that, like it's laughable to me. I will troll the heck out of you. I'll play the game and pretend like you're hurting me, but just know that I'm laughing because I'm like, dude, nobody has who has the time. Successful people don't do that, right? I've had people come on my channel. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I have sold 300 cruises and I have a six-figure or $1 million travel agency. And I'm like, dude, if you were that successful, you wouldn't be bothering me. You know what I mean? So. Let's not speak negativity into existence. No, we're not. I also know it's inevitable. You putting yourself out there, it's going to come no matter what you do. That's the fact of the matter. It will come. It will. Right? Like, yeah, if you guys seen, I already had to make an apology video. No offense to the person that I had to make the apology video to, but it's like there's gonna be times where I'm gonna have to just kind of clear things up just for the sake of doing it because it's the responsible thing to do for my brand, for my business, and just so you guys can see that I'm not a bad person, you know? Well, everybody does bad things from time to time. I'm not perfect, you know? So, but yeah, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to get ready to wrap this one up. Oh, look, we got 710 likes. Wow, 711. Look, 711. It's funny. Hold on. I really like NCL. You'll have a great time. Yeah, I know. I've been with NCL. So, you know you're becoming successful when the haters are appearing. I always say that. When the haters start pouring in, man, my channel is usually doing pretty well. I don't have a ton of haters right now. My channel is just kind of, my last videos, none of my videos and live stream for the past like week and a half, it's always those little ruts. It's a roller coaster. They've hit like nothing, no type of views. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to just kind of get it together. If I don't make like even the money back that I made for the cruises, it is what it is. It happens. But guys, we hitting 100K soon. I'm telling you, we're going to blow up. We're going to do it. And when I do, I won't just be giving away one flight or a cruise. I'll be giving away 2 or 3, I think. Something like that. Depends on the cost. We'll see. Jay, many people don't like you, including me. Try not to. Hold on. Oh, they said don't. I'm like, wait. So I was confused. Hold on. I got to reread this. Jay, so many people like you, including me. Try to ignore the very few haters. I mean, I already know how to do it. I already know how to do it. I mean, I'm a, like, you guys got to understand, before this, I was a professional breakdancer and acrobat, and I started doing that in middle school, and I had speech problems and everything. I've dealt with haters. At this point, it's clockwork to me. It doesn't bother me. It's laughable. I might say something, right? But I know what I'm saying, and I'm sorry, some people, whether you want to believe it or not or agree with it, some people got to get put in their place. It is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast. I don't know one rich person that spends time on YouTube, Facebook, or any other social media except for males. I mean, unless it's part of what their business, right? Unless it's what they're doing for their business, right? I use social media as business. Like, I don't, I mean, like, people are weird. They are. Anyway, guys, that's my little rant, inspirational, non-hater talk. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I appreciate it. Subscribers went from, what is it? Oh, 75.6 to 75.7. I appreciate it. It's something. Oh, we're moving. We're moving. I mean, a couple months ago, I had like 50K. So, do you make money here? Yeah. Yeah. Why do you think I'm here? You see, this is what I love about YouTube, guys. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to get out of here. This is what I love about YouTube. YouTube is so young in the game. People don't understand that you can make a lot of money with no cap. They are literally multi-millionaires here on YouTube, guys. Just understand, right? It's like, I'll be honest with you, right? I'm making a decent amount of, I'm making a lot of money compared to the average Joe with my phone, with my cell phone, guys. So I could talk about this all day. I had another channel where I was educating people about YouTube and stuff like that. But just full transparency, yeah, I went from making like $300 like my channel first started to now the point. It's like usually on ad revenue alone. I'm not talking about everything else. You're averaging like seven, eight, $9,000 a month. And that's just off ad revenue. So I'm being transparent with you guys. That's what I'm making just off ad revenue. Those little ads that you can skip, it fluctuates, but you're talking about seven, eight, nine, $10,000 a month, and it's only increasing. And there's no cap to what you can make. I went from making $200 to making thousands of dollars whenever I want, and I can upload whenever I want. If I want to fly to Japan tomorrow or Europe in a couple days, for example, I don't have to call out of work. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It really is. But anyway, I'm not gonna keep talking about that. I could talk about YouTube all day. It's amazing. Seriously, it's a blessing. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but yeah, there's sponsorship deals and all the other stuff that happens that's included in it as well. But guys, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know when I'm gonna do another live stream for a while, but yeah, guys, I'm just letting you know for like the YouTube sake. If you guys have questions about YouTube, you can always reach out to me. Content creators, a lot of people, a lot of friends, they know I will sit there and talk your head off about YouTube because it's the most underrated thing. People still don't know, even in this world that we live in, even though we can understand that these TV shows and TV stations make money from the views, it's hard for people to grasp the concept that people are doing the same thing on social media. It's weird. What's the name of your other channel I'm building? So I stopped doing that one. I have other channels coming in after I hit 100K. When I hit 100K. I'll be announcing that soon. Did you work on a cruise ship? Yeah, I work for Carnival and NCO. But enjoy yourself. I'll probably hit that up soon. Yeah, please do. Guys, if you want to learn about YouTube, you want some education, please just reach out to me. My everything that as far as contacting me, my email, my Instagram, it's all in the description box below. I got no problem talking to people about Instagram or just social media and YouTube and the money that's involved with it as well. Because the more people that know about it, the better people's lives. Like, this stuff is life-changing. Seriously, I could cry just talking about it. But I'll wait till I hit 100,000 subscribers for that. Anyway, guys, hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you soon. Now, I won't go live, okay? Because I'm getting ready to go travel to France. I'm spending time with my son before I leave. But I'll be live within maybe the next week or so, okay? But until then, I'll see you guys later, all right? Take care.